So, no one relishes a trip to the doctors, and men, especially those in the forces, aren't well known for being forthcoming about their health issues. So how do you get the best out of an appointment with the GP? Dr. Rob will be here with some advice in a moment, but first, this is how the Two Ronnies saw it back in the 80s.
Just come in and take a seat, would you please?
Oh. Oh, what's this? What's going on?
In order to ensure a faster, more efficient service for our patients, this surgery has now become fully automated. Your medical examination will be carried out automatically by the machine in front of you.
Carried out automatically.
Please insert your card now.
Oh.
Please insert your card now. Please insert your card now.
I'm going to. Which way up is it, though?
Insert your card now.
Well, right.
Please insert your card.
Dr. Rob, good to see you. That was back in 1985. Thankfully, it never got that bad, did it?
It hasn't got that bad yet. Well,
Think it might?
We'll see what the future holds. But as we've seen, laughter is the best medicine. So, you can't go wrong with that.
Now, you get about 10 minutes, don't you? Well, actually 10 minutes with your doctor. How do you make the best of that time during an appointment?
Well, I think from the patient's point of view, obviously get there on time, because if you get there late, you lose some of the time. And I would say, get straight to the point of what's worrying you. We often see this syndrome, what we call in general practice, the hand on the doorknob syndrome, where somebody has spent their 10 minutes talking about different things. They get to the door handle and they say, that lump that I found the other day, I don't need to be worried about it, do I? Now, hopefully, they will then get seen, but there will be a pressure because other people will be waiting. So just go straight in, whatever's worrying you.
Talk about that pressure, because you say, making the best of it, trying to be precise about what you want to say, but sometimes you might feel you're being rushed by the doctor, who may themselves be behind. How do you deal with that?
Well, I think one of the things that you can do is you can prepare for your consultation to get the most out of it. So rehearse what you're going to say, what the problem is.
The actual words?
Well, or write down some notes to have with you. And then think about the sort of questions you're likely to be asked. If it's pain, for example, then there will be specific questions the doctor's always going to ask. When did it start? Where do you feel it? Does it go anywhere else? What makes it better? What makes it worse? So you can see how quickly it is to get those answers out if you've prepared, and you save time rather than if you're being asked and having to stop and think. And be accurate. So if I say to you, how long have you had that pain? Please don't say, since I got back from leave, because I may not know when you got back from leave. Say 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago.
And is it ever useful to take someone with you to be an extra pair of ears and perhaps to speak up for you?
I think so, to be an advocate really, and to maybe to get that awkward symptom out. I mean, we often see this with the men whose wives will come along and say, well, look, come on, tell the doctor, otherwise I will. So, yes, but also maybe to remind you, to prompt you about something that has been happening and that in the stress of the consultation you've forgotten about. The other thing is, what I say to people is dress appropriately. So the odds are is you're going to get examined. Yeah. So wear clothes that actually are easy to get on and off so that you're not wasting time, but also you don't feel embarrassed. So if you're going to have your blood pressure done, short sleeves. If you've got a problem with the knee, skirt, shorts, or trousers that will actually roll above the knees.
And what if you feel that the doctor's not actually listening to you properly? Well,
if that's the case, it's probably the thing is you've got to see it as somebody different. I mean, you could repeat it with the doctor and say, look, do you understand what I'm saying? But often the solution there is actually a person's not getting on well with their doctor, so they're perfectly entitled to change doctor and see somebody different. And the other thing is if you've got more than one problem, book more than one appointment.
I'd love to have my 10-minute consultation with you, Rob, but we've run out of time for now. Thank you very much for coming in.